Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Shadowbringers. In the last episode, we were able to get the giant Talos activated, which was a giant, awesome cutscene where the Talos rose up and grabbed Mount Gulg, and the Sin-Eaters tried to stop it, and the fairies showed up, and all kinds of crazy stuff. And then went ahead and climbed the Talos and entered Mount Gulg, which was an Innocence dungeon. Ran through all of that with the trusts, and with that now complete, we are ready to have our showdown with Valkyrie himself in his Light Warden form. So, that is what we are ready to do. So we need to enter the Duty Finder and confront Innocence, which is the Light Warden form of Valkyrie in the Crown of the Immaculate. So, I guess without too much further ado, because I don't know how long I'm going to be sitting in the queue, let's go ahead and jump on in there. And we're going to be going to the Crown of the Immaculate and join. Now it says average wait time 6 minutes. And we'll see. We'll see. But what I'll go ahead and do is, as I usually do in these situations, is pause the recording, and then I will be back once everything is ready. Though we have one of 2 healers and 2 of 4 DPS and both tanks, so I don't think it's going to be very long. And I'm trying to stretch this out just in case it so happens to pop while I'm talking. No. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and pause here. I'll be right back. Alright, there we are. That didn't take too long at all. Alright, commence. Let's get that out of there.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
Alright, let's see what the other tank wants to do. Oh no, I'm being grit. Alright, if the other tank doesn't jump in, I will go ahead and jump in. Very well.
Come! Prepare for justice!
Oh. Oh boy.
This will be a mercy! To me, my servants! Feast upon these villains and their bound.
Well, I screwed up. My mouse was in the wrong mode.
I will crush you!
Oh, well, that's fine. I'll let him tank.
I will strip you of the illusion of
Look
will.
away.
Then you will suffer.
Somebody wasn't in one of them.
That will be your punishment. Receive of me my blessing and rise higher!
Sure, I grab these guys. Oh, get out of those.
Suffer, suffer, suffer! Suffer and know your folly!
definitely want to be in front because... Or at least to the side, anyway.
Why do you not fall?
In case I happen to get a threat. I won't wreck the team.
Why?
Well, yeah, that's not good. His back is opening up and his wings are getting bigger.
What is this?
Alright, here we go. Phase transition.
The light surges within me. Such bliss. I see now. This is the passion of my ascension. Very well. I shall embrace this triumph.
Alright.
Feel my breath.
Okay. Let's see if I can remember this guy's patterns. Okay, from the line AoEs. Okay, now this thing starts moving. There's a little bit of a gap in there you can slip through. Definitely don't want to get caught in there, which looks like one of the DPS did. Line AoEs.
Feel my breath.
Physical vulnerability up. Okay.
Your reckoning comes.
Alright. Gotta take down all the ads because he's going into his ultimate phase. They gotta die as quick as possible. Work on this one for a little bit.
I shall excite the sin of your existence.
Alright, we survived that. Okay, now we got wedge AoEs with small gaps that kind of rotate, so we have to keep up with them.
Know your place.
Oh, gather up. think I missed it. Oh, don't want to get hit by that. Don't stand in there. Don't stand in there.
Atone with your life.
Oh, to the edges. The further you are away from the center, the less damage you take, and it looks like the healer didn't realize that. Let's see, what can I do here? Let's get this down to the center, since it seems to be parking there. Oh, boy.
Atone with your life. Feel my wrath.
We're wearing him down.
Know your place.
Gather up, gather up.
Feel my wrath.
The rotating AoE with the line AoEs at the same time again.
Atone with your life.
Most of the DPS did not survive that. He's almost done though. All right.
But I am all powerful.
And there's the rest of the crew. Alright, we'll give the other tank the commendation, that's fine. I screwed up at the beginning, but we managed to get through it. Alright. So now we're about to go into a fairly significant cutscene. Alright, so let's go ahead and do it. Oh, actually, it brings us here. Alright, we'll go ahead and talk to Reen. Is that Vothri? Yes, it is. Strangely enough. I see. It's finally over, then. Now night will return to all of Norvrand, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Upon speaking with Reen, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. We have time. Do it.
Why am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born, as man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worshipped me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you. Help me. Damn you. I am your god.
Look! The sky!
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being. A king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line should be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Are you all right? Say something!
"12 for Fend. She cannot contain the light. She's beginning to turn. Eorzea, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time."
It's changing back!
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch! What are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you! It doesn't make sense!
Damn you! We won't let you do with her as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Eorzea. "'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well."
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the Rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrent.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
Call him by his name, Grahatia.
Thank you for fighting for this world. For believing. Fare you well, my friend. My inspiration.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you, let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
It was you who created Vol 3. Yes, it was Emmett Selk who created Vol 3.
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the Great Rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided she could contain and control the light. If not, then she, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away, and I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, But before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What fourth we achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Exarch!
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness, with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell, Eater.
Ah, finally.
Yeah. What happened?
After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it. It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrad is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Alright, well, 8th recurrent attunement complete for Eorzea. And that went sideways in a hurry. So yeah. At the moment of triumph came the gut punch. So yeah. Exarch is gone. Emet-Selch is gone. We are now the ultimate Light Ward. And we need to figure out how to solve this problem. Alright, well, let's talk to the manager of suites. Alright. Oh, miss, you're awake? You're injured during the foray to Mount Gulg, yes? I was here at my station, as always, when they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen, it is everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Bragi was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. Alright. But I think after all of that, this is probably a good spot to go ahead and pause for now. And then we'll be looking for answers, I guess, when we come back for next episode. Just trying to think, is there anything else that I want to do before I head out? I don't think so. But yeah, the situation has become much worse than it was when we started. So now we know why Emet-Selch has been helping us, because he knew precisely what was going to happen. Well, he didn't know what the Exarch was going to do, but he had contingencies in place. Alright, well yeah, as I said, we'll be seeing how we're going to sort this whole situation out when we come back for next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.